Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Extreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 8th of March. Getting set for another big rain event for the state tomorrow. Severe weather parameters, marginal. Let's take a look with the Skycam network early this morning. First off, coming from Gadsden. Well, the low clouds are back. We saw a little sun yesterday, but not very much. Look at downtown Jasper coming from the King Building. And from Troy, down in South Alabama in Pike County. That's their football stadium. Well, there we go. There's our developing storm off to the west. And we've got some rain and storms developing ahead of that this morning. There's a look at the temperatures around the nation. You can see the mild air out ahead of the storm, with readings in the 50s up into Missouri and Illinois, with colder air spilling in behind that. In the cold air sector, we've got winter weather issues all the way from Kansas up to Wisconsin and the UP of Michigan. And around here, heavy rain prompting flash flood watches all the way from New Orleans up through all of Alabama, except for the Tallahassee counties around Dothan, and then up to near New York City. And it's going to be a good soaker, and I think more and more as we look at the new data, and it looks like that's going to be the main threat here, will be the threat of flash flooding instead of the threat of severe weather. Today there is a risk of severe weather across all of Arkansas, Louisiana, much of Mississippi, and the adjacent parts of Texas and Oklahoma. And this is valid through tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, and then tomorrow the guys at SPC have greatly reduced the severe weather threat for Alabama, and I think they're right in doing this. Yesterday, they had the whole state involved tomorrow. Now, just a little sliver of South Alabama, Mobile and Baldwin counties, and parts of southwest Alabama up to about Camden and Monroeville, as the instability values up here are just not there. It's going to be kind of similar to the deal we had on Saturday. And boy, look at the QPF. This is suggesting rainfall amounts of 2 to 3 inches between now and Friday evening at 6 o'clock. And, of course, almost all that's going to come tonight and tomorrow. And we'll peak at the QPF coming off the RPM. And, again, it's got some really big numbers in through there. It's suggesting there could be some spots getting 5 inches of rain. So this is going to be a whopper of a soaker. And now with the ground saturated from Saturday's rain, that could set the stage maybe for some flash flooding issues. We'll check modeling. This is the 06 ZGFS at noon today. There's the big trough to the west. Down below that, a weaker surface low is depicted near Wichita Falls, Texas. And ahead of that, during the day today, we'll expect showers and storms to break out to the west. And this is tonight at midnight. The surface low moves up to St. Louis. And again, everything is weaker in modeling. The surface features 1,008 millibars. Tonight at midnight, the heavier rain just north and west of here. And then tomorrow, boom, it gets awfully wet. The surface low near Chicago, 1,004 millibars. We'll check the higher resolution RPM. This is valid at 6 o'clock this evening. It's got the better rains up in Tennessee, maybe some rain around. We'll mention a chance of some rain tonight, but the bigger rains will probably stay west and north. This is midnight tonight. Heavier storms forming over Arkansas and Mississippi, and again some rain over the northern third of Alabama. Then 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, just a soaker up there over the Tennessee Valley with very heavy rain falling. By 10 o'clock, that rain drops into the Birmingham Metro, and again, the model is a little faster now. It's kind of waffle back and forth on the timing, but that's suggesting very heavy rain at mid-morning for cities like Aniana and Birmingham and Tuscaloosa. And again, this is modeling. You know, it's not necessarily going to look like that. This is just kind of a guideline. And then by 3 o'clock, all of a sudden, it's got the heavier rain down to the south of Birmingham. And by 6 o'clock, again, still raining heavily in Clanton and Auburn and Opelika and places like that, with the rain tapering off up here. Instability, this is noon tomorrow. There basically is none. A little bit of cape off to the south and west, but again, with no surface-based instability, that certainly reduces the threat of severe weather. Helicity values are very high, though. This is the 0 to 3 kilometer storm relative helicity. So by chance, we get a few breaks in the clouds, and we get a little unstable. There could be a few rotating storms, but again, whether we can see that is very unlikely. So heavy rain tomorrow. That'll be the big deal. Flash flood watch, rainfall amounts of 2 to 3 inches likely. Some spots may be getting more. Thursday, look at the trough digging down through here, and let me tell you what, that's going to be kind of a raw day. There's the surface chart, and Thursday could be a lot like Sunday. You sure get the idea that it's going to be cloudy much of the day. We'll have cold air advection, even a hint of snow flurries up there over northeast Alabama, maybe Huntsville or Scottsboro. And, looking at the statistical guidance, the high is 55, and I don't know. I doubt if we get out of the 40s. But Friday will be nicer. And Friday morning, again, if the sky can clear, we'll make a run at freezing. The GFS is printing 33. If it's cloudy, we'll do mid to upper 30s. But if it's clear, we could see some lows in the 20s for the colder pockets. Be aware of that. And then Saturday, starting off the weekend, beautiful day. Sunny with mid to upper 60s. The GFS showing 67. That sounds good. And the same thing on Sunday. Upper 60s are likely with a good supply of sunshine. All right, now next week, it's all model madness. Let's go to Monday. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a strong vortex approaching and a shortwave there coming in from the west, and rain breaks out on Monday. The last time we peaked at the GFS, it was holding it off until Wednesday. And that's even suggesting there could be some snowflakes up there in Kentucky near the Ohio River. And just to show you the model madness, there's Monday on the European, nothing, everything way back to the west. So low confidence next week. We'll go back to the GFS on Tuesday. It's got this bowling ball feature east of here, and the rain is off to the east, and we are dry. And on Wednesday the 16th, we're dry. We saw one run where we're soaked on Wednesdays. We're not going to change anything now with the madness, but just be aware, confidence is pretty low out there. We'll go deeper into March. This is March 21st, historic weather day, outbreak, the anniversary of our state's largest tornado outbreak, March 21st, 1932. Shortwave trough to the north and maybe showery-looking weather there, and on the 23rd, that's on by. But again, no sign of any major flush of bitterly cold Arctic air. We'll have a couple of mornings with a freeze, I think, but no sign of any record-breaking cold for the next couple of weeks, at least. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.